Chief Maduka is seen making a call to his business associates and laughing on the phone. Ha 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 ha. After the phone call, his beautiful daughter comes and gives him a hug. Daddy, who was on the phone with you? Chief Maduka answered her daughter. Ndidi, my daughter, it was one of my business associates. They both laughed as they chatted like a father and daughter bond. Ndidi is seen in the office carrying out some business transaction as she is a new managing director who took after her father's firm to manage the firm as he has retired because he was getting old. So he had to hand over the baton of his company leadership to his one and only daughter, Ndidi, who did an excellent job managing the firm and winning more contracts. This made her dad, Chief Maduka, so proud of her. But Chief Maduka was worried that marriage was not in on his daughter's plate. He was more interested in running the affairs of the company than settling down with a man. One day, Chief Maduka calls his daughter, Ndidi, to have a conversation with her. Ndi, my darling daughter, is there a man in your life? I would like to meet him. Ndidi smiled at her dad. Father, very soon you will meet him. For now, I want to focus on my career path. But Chief Maduka was not convinced. He was still bothered that his daughter was not interested in this thing called marriage. One fateful day, while his driver drove him out for a meeting, another car bashed into his own car. Suddenly, the drivers came down and were exchanging words with the other driver, and the exchange word, the man that they both drove, came down from the car. And as they were about to shout at the drivers for wasting their time, Chief Maduka immediately recognized the other person as his old-time friend, Chief Nana, his bosom friend. They both greeted each other with a handshake and exchanged pleasantries and exchanged contacts. After some days, Chief Maduka and Chief Nana had a meet-up and they reminisced about the past. They laughed so hard and later they discussed about their families, their wives and children. Then they both sought ways to connect their only daughter and son, Ndidi and Uzo, so their friendship would be a forever thing. When Chief Nana got home, he told his wife Blessing of the plan to engage their son Uzo to Chief Maduka's daughter, Ndidi, that she will make a good wife for their son Uzo. One Sunday evening, the both families met up at a restaurant. When Ndidi stepped in, Uzo was captivated by her astonishing beauty and she smiled at him. They both excused their parents and went out to catch up on old times. Then they exchanged contact and went on several dates. Their relationship blossomed into marriage. This marriage was a colorful event that was graced by the high and mighty in the society. After their honeymoon, the journey of marriage began. The issue they had was that Uzo had the old school marriage mentality that the place of the woman is in the kitchen, that his wife and the should wake up early and make him breakfast, come back early from work and cook his dinner. But this was not the case, as Ndidi was a working class woman who was the CEO of a company, spent most of her days in the office, and when she returns home, she brings along takeaway as food instead of a home cooked meal for her husband. Uzo always complained that Ndidi should realize now that she is a married woman and taking care of her home should be the first priority. But Ndidi also will lash out at him that you too, you should assist in some house chores to ease the workload for me. Or better still, you should employ domestic staff to help out. But Uzo refused, comparing her to her mother, who single-handedly took care of him and his dad without any help. Ndidi, who was richer than her husband, supported him financially to run the affairs of the home. One day, after she had an argument with her husband Uzo, she told him that henceforth she will back out helping him financially, that he should take responsibility as the man of the home and provide her needs. Uzo, my dear, I know the sum of 200,000 to buy my hair. Uzo shouted, What? But you know how much I earn. I cannot afford it. And he insisted that since he wants her to be the woman of the house by doing the house laundry, cooking, washing, cleaning, that he too should be the man of the house by providing financially. This their battle lasted for a long time that made their marriage crash. They both came to a decision to seek for a divorce so they can go their separate ways since they were not compatible enough as a couple. Their mistake was getting married. They had to call both parents for a meeting and they both stated their grievances against each other that the marriage cannot work. It's better they go their separate ways. Ozon's parents supported their son's philosophy of marriage that a woman's place is in the kitchen. Indeed, his parents argued that that philosophy is wrong, that a woman should be pampered and well taken care of by her husband. The husband should be the sole provider of the family. The argument went on as both parties refused to come to an agreement. Ozan and Ndidi walked out as they could not bear the shout